And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the Minnesota Vikings. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now a penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about.
He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right.
Hey,
Guys. Hand it out to McCaffrey.
Shift. Motion.
And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play there on the first play of the game. 59 yards.
Hey.
Sponge. No.
And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Let's rock now.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play call to
get
realize
right
you want to
Get right
establish
there.
a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay
Hey.
dividends as the game progresses.
Great.
This is new off the play fake to McCaffrey.
Go, D, get off the field.
Just keeping the play alive. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Check 9.
Let's rock now.
90 is a mic.
Alex Collins. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Gun.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert to the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. He went backwards 5 yards there on third down to bring up 4th. And Gano's kick is right through. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. Well, of course, you want to find the end zone, but, you go on the road, you get 3 points. I think you take it.
Yeah, pretty good start to the day for them, don't you think? Right? You go out there, get the 3 points. Now, look, it's not going to silence this crowd, but might take a little bit of steam out of them right off the top.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
No. Check. Patriot.
Mike's 57. 57's Mike.
First carry now for Dalvin Cook. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
No. Check. Patriot.
Play action. They'll throw. Flush to his right.
36.
And this is going to be incomplete. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. All right, now look at 56. Look at 56. Following the incompletion on second down. Back to throw here.
Slant.
Forced out to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken
That's how we
down.
do it.
They said there was a lot of discussion in their defensive team meeting room after last week's performance. They had 7 sacks. Something in the water there going to the first quarter.
A lot of discussion, a lot of excitement, because now everyone wants to get involved with this. Who's going to continue that process? Who's going to get to the quarterback this week? But they have to be careful. When you have that much pressure, they want to use it against you. Draws, screens, those types of plays.
We'll see if they do that. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game. Most of the time, it's an end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Tight end's right. 4 down. Check. Hey, check 24. Check.
2nd down to McCaffrey.
Big dad. Go.
And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts this down to a 3rd and about 5.
Hey. We got 4
On
down.
a 2nd and
down.
long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Guys, game situation.
Here's McCaffrey. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. This is fielded inside the 5. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Meanwhile, down in Dallas, an update from there. And it's the Cowboys that have moved out to an early advantage. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here.
Double tight. 3 down.
Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Give the tackle there to Keon Crossan.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Hut! Hut!
On second down, Cook.
Hey, let's get this.
Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And they get him down, but not before he
Let's run,
takes it
fellas,
across the
let's
40-yard line. It's a gain of
Yeah,
11
baby.
yards that
Yeah,
time, and it
baby.
produces a new set of downs. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
Handoff here to his running back. Yeah,
Jack
he is
31,
met
Jack
quickly
31.
in the backfield. Down he goes,
Crash,
folded like
crash
a lawn
down,
chair.
Crash.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real
Yeah,
excited when I
baby.
saw those
Boom.
lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Black 99 Philly, here we go!
He'll set up the throw.
59.
Buying time to his left.
Go, go, go.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school.
Let's rock now.
They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football,
Right to the
and you can see
three.
the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Now he's forced out left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Here we go.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Tight left. Watch tight end. Watch tight end.
Express!
Key to tight end.
Hey, get right there. Get right there. Get right there.
Hey, we got.
Hey, hey.
Undercrush. Undercrush.
Gun, gun, gun.
Newton eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Terrific coverage in the end zone that time. Forced him out of the pocket to his right. I thought maybe try and run it there, but no one came open for him. Nice job by the defense of not getting out of their lanes.
Here we go, fellas.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Deuce, deuce.
Right to the 3.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. So quick on the spin.
He's spinning, man.
And past the
That's it,
35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A gain of 13 and also a 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right.
You're gonna set. 180.
We got 4. We got 4.
Here's a 1st down run with Douglas. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage, it'll be back at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be
That's what
2nd
I'm talking
down.
about. Nice hit, boy.
Come on now.
Kill. Hey, turn it up.
This is McCaffrey again. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up.
Kill.
Let's rock now.
90 is a mic.
Hey, hey.
Nice, sweetheart.
Pitching it out to McCaffrey.
You got tight. You got tight right there.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
Here we go.
They needed 15. They got 16 and a first down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him
great.
over the century mark in yardage. And we're still in the second quarter.
To throw is Newton. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Yo, is here.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Rabbit.
Here's McCaffrey. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
Let's go.
4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
Gun.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy to run it, created some space, and he got there.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Hey, watch Sam. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's bring it.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain.
Great.
5 yards on the pickup,
That's
that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead grows to 10-0. Gano out to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And that is incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Check 26.
That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Hatch it.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just dash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Gun! You don't want no problems with me.
They run again on first down. Cook. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch
Over!
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. Third and long.
Over!
They'll look to throw.
Jam him.
Open man is Thielen is complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right.
In your face.
Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. A good pickup there, a 22.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
First red zone chance now for the Vikings. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17.
Switch.
Gun! Detroit!
And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11.
Detroit!
Four down.
Gun!
And on the ground they go rolling back. And the nimble footwork gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further.
All right, now,
lucky
56.
Lucky 56. And they'll try the touchdown here with the running back. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Woo! Let's get it.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
59.
Watch it now, Barney!
59.
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is a defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27.
90 is a mile. All day.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
It's easy work, and it's
Wow,
coming
that
again.
play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Mike's 5-4.
And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain here in the first half.
Woo!
More
You
from
got him.
Minneapolis
You got him.
after this.
You got him.
The Panthers on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Three down.
Hey, hey. Hey, hey.
Check 52.
Look at hurt.
After the run, wouldn't go to throw. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Another timeout called by the Vikings now. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Polardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. Pulled in at the 24. Can't ask for much more than that. A 50-yard punt followed by a loss on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Slam.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Mike.
To throw now on first down. Going deep
Pin
for
the mirrors back and
Diggs.
go full strength.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got
They're
hit.
coming. They're coming.
Ball pops out. Incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it.
All right, now,
What
lucky
people call a
56.
dagger route,
Lucky
trying to hit the guy
56.
underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. The Vikings on third down. They've been okay,
Watch it
2
now,
for 3
Barney,
thus
Barney.
far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he comes back incomplete. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A very solid game of 27. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Even. 4 down. Even.
From the midfield strike, they look to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. An incomplete
now,
pass
lucky
on
56,
first down.
lucky
That leads to a
56.
2nd and 10.
SOS.
Looking to throw. Steps away to his left. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Hold down.
They'll look to throw here. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Watch tight. Tight end right.
Leopard.
We got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down. Showing it.
To throw now on 2nd and 10. He completes it right side to White. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Over.
4 down.
attack here. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Over!
You can't block me.
They give it to him running left. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings are able to score. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10.
Touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The clock showing just 16 seconds till the half as they line up first and 10.
90 is a mic. Bring it.
The drive begins with a run on McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on first and 10.
Gun.
Alert. 3 down.
Great.
Check.
Hey.
4.
On the move to his left. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Oh, yeah.
So now they'll come up on second and 10, once again from the 28.
Check. Fresno.
Great.
55. Let's go, D.
Hey.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. The Panthers on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's third and 1.
We got three.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. We now proceed to the start of the second half. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do
No,
just that.
Check. Patriot.
We got three. 3 down.
Watch you now, Barney. Barney.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Flushed out right. Lets it fly for Thielen. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. An excellent pickup of 34
All right, now, lucky
yards.
56. Lucky 56.
Mike 36. Mike 36.
Now play fake here on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. A gain of 32 that time.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on him. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Double tight. Odd. 5 down.
Now let's go. 319. 319.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Black 99 Philly. Here we go.
Hey, watch the edge. Watch the edge.
Back to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
Gun.
They come out here in the eye.
Check 50.
Leopard.
59. Mike to 59.
Detroit.
Well run with Cook. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Wide.
A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Vikings are going to add a lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Hey, touchdown!
That's fielded in the end zone.
That's what I'm talking about, baby.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early. Try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
What they have up their sleeve. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
90 is a Mike.
Oh, a nice spin. And now look at him go. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. 77 yards. And the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown. And if you blinked, you probably missed that touchdown drive. It happened in a hurry.
I was just putting mustard in my hot dog, and all of a sudden he's in the end zone. I got to do a better job of paying attention with his quick strike offense.
I thought you were going to tell your wife about the hot dogs in the booth there.
I just did, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. You did.
3 down. 3 down.
Gano out to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
4 down. 4 down.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went. No adjustments and no big plays by the defense to not follow it.
Dancing to his left.
Slam.
Fighting him off. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Double tight.
Over.
4 down. Check.
Carry the guy for Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Run.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4
Watch
thus
it now,
far.
Barney.
This will be 3rd and 6. Forced out to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try to get something. There's nothing available there for him.
And that negates a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to gain a 1st down on a punt return, which is 10 yards. This was much more than that, but it is going to come back due to the illegal block in the back.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage
Watch
there
it
as
now,
they come
Barney,
out on
Barney.
1st and 10.
Mike's 54.
Watch the run.
Whoosh. And nothing but daylight ahead.
Go,
The
run.
40, the 20, 10, touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there, 84 yards. And his guys are able to strike for 6. Well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting there and taking off and going? For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Gano out to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line.
How many times in the course of a game do you talk about momentum plays? And I think we just saw one there. Just scored, right?
Just took the lead.
Just took the lead, went downfield, got the ball free again, and picked it up. They got a chance to really get the momentum on their side now.
And now they'll try to pile on.
Flex round.
58, boys, 58.
Overside runs to the wide out. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Hot.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Back's mine.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Hey, get right there. Get right there. Get right there.
Again, they want to get it to McCaffrey. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
And Gano's kick is right through. And that'll make this a 7-point game. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Elsewhere, they have gone to the 3rd quarter now in Dallas. And the Cowboys now, they've opened things up in that one. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And an alley to run. Finding some room at midfield. And a cutback to the sideline. Cuts back middle. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. 64 yards. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Run. Oh, yeah!
Point after, right down the middle. And we are all tied at 28. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Oh, he breaks a tackle and he's got an alley. He's at the 40, 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Carolina. As his guys are in for 6. And the Panthers have broken our tie as they take the lead. A lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to reach the keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Check nine.
Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Run. Yeah, baby. Boom.
Hurry up, here we go. 319.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Detroit!
We got three.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Well, it was second and long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still third and long.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right.
Hurry up, here we go. 3:19. 3:19. Shift. Watch the shift. Over. Shift. Hut.
They'll drop the throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on third down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Taken in at the 22. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. We'll check on his status when we get back. So Newton and the Panthers come up now first and 10 at their 38.
90 is a Mike.
And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us.
Ah, that's it, baby. That's it. Big hit.
Great. Express.
Tight ends on the Ringo.
Right to the 3.
Hey, four down.
On second down, here's Newton. Able to shake him off. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes.
Boom!
Linval Joseph
Sack, baby.
coming up
Sack.
the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing third and long.
Tight end's right. Hey, guys, check me out.
Gun.
But we got to stand up over there.
Right to the 3. Hey.
I got it.
Gun.
Check.
Right to the 3.
From the gun, here's Newton. He's going to air one out. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right.
Gun.
3 down.
Come out throwing here to start the drive. Lets it fly for Thielen. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 49. Then his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Yeah, baby.
This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Flush to his right. Going deep for Diggs. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Here we go. Gun!
Now back to throw. Lets it fly for Thielen.
Here we go.
This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one goes for 36 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10. First down, here's the run with Cook.
Check nickel.
And he showcases the spin, a pretty good gain before he's taken down. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. He wanted that end zone, powerful running, but he couldn't quite get there.
And that's going to really make him upset. And right now, there's no way he's letting a coach take him out of the game. He's going to run the ball again, so he actually does get into the end zone, hopefully on his next carry.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
They run it again with Cook. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
The Vikings on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point.
Watch it now,
Here
Barney,
it's third
Barney.
and 2.
Black 99 Philly, here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's Cook, and he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line.
Leopard.
He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. Going for it, here's Cook, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there, taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on first and 10.
Right there. 54, right there. 54.
Express! Gun. Hey.
Over.
Hey. Right to the 3.
Now Newton on first down. He shakes him off. Trying to improvise. That's Samuel, caught left side.
Here we go.
And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Hey.
Motion.
On first and 10, Newton. He's going to float this over the middle. And got his man complete. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown.
Let's go.
DJ Moore with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Panthers have broken the highest 8 in the league. Gano the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Way to start. Woo! Yeah!
Gano out to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Detroit! Detroit! Over!
Check three. Mike 35, Mike 35.
On play action, they'll throw. Eluding the pressure right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off to the 44. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Double tight.
Hey!
Four down.
On first down, this is the Panthers. Oh, and now he bowls him. There he goes, right side. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
55.
It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up second and goal. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defense guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Greg!
You go tight.
Second and goal, here's an option play left. Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it third and goal. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now fourth and goal.
Partner, when it's a goal-to-go situation, if you're on the field on defense, you have to know that you may be called on to make a tackle at any time. Here, the cornerback does exactly that. Plays the run really well and makes a big play.
So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game, his third field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And out now come the Vikings. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Gun!
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Over the middle, that's caught by QT. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27. First down now, but that clock rolling. Off the play face, he'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
No. Check. Patriots.
Is second and 10.
Hey, 25's the mic.
Detroit!
They'll set up to throw. He's going to let it fly. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver
right.
dominated. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Open man is here, and it's complete. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that man scheme ready. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
90 is a mic.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down.
his guys are going to take
Check
over
26,
at
check
the
26.
39-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there
All
would
right, now,
never
lucky
be a
56,
fumble
lucky
from what we hear
56.
from coaches all the time, right?
All right,
And
now,
how
lucky
much they
56.
practice not
Lucky
fumbling.
56.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet there are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
So
Over,
line of scrimmage still at
over.
39 on 2nd and 10.
They
look to throw.
3 down, 3 down.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
Detroit! Detroit!
Watch what? Single.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Hot!
They'll look to throw.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Now a desperation throw. And that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.